So it turns out Prince William, had the Wu flu, but he kept it a secret, and he got it in April, right around the same time as Boris Johnson had it. And Boris Johnson, we know, was put into the hospital uh, for the Wu flu. So when Boris Johnson, and he's a young man, he's younger than me, so and he's very healthy. He looks very strong and very vigorous and very healthy, like Donald Trump looks very healthy, and unlike Mr. Joe Biden, who looks incredibly unhealthy. So I was shocked when I saw Boris Johnson put into the hospital for this. So apparently, William kept it all a secret. They don't tell us if Kate got it. They don't tell us if Louis, Charlotte, or George got the Wu flu, because the high risk categories are the very young, okay, like the kids, or the very old, like the Queen and Prince Philip. And we know that the Queen and Philip went into quarantine for a while. So that's very interesting. Now, what did Harry and Meghan do during this time? They went and visited a preschool center. Even the parents couldn't go in. The parents are taking their kids. These are their kids going to the preschool, and they can't even come in because they could infect the other children. They want to limit as much contact as possible. And yet Meghan and Harry and their whole crew of people came into this little preschool. So, man, oh man. And that didn't play well. The other thing I want to look at is there's a new royal family favorability rating. Who's at the top? The Queen, okay, because she's the most royal. Who's next? William, and then Kate, 65 and 62. Then Prince Philip is above Prince Charles. Philip is rated higher than Charles in favorability. Camilla is a 1. Harry is a 1. Meghan is negative 26 favorability. And Prince Andrew, only Prince Andrew is rated lower at negative 73. And I'm reading this and I'm looking at this and I'm saying, obviously, Andrew does not serve the royal family. Okay. And he's resigned from serving the royal family. And that's what's reflected here. Harry and Camilla, he's still considered a royal, but just barely. Okay. And Meghan at negative 26 is considered someone who simply doesn't serve the royal family, who is not royal, who does not serve the royal family. Now, who's the next king and queen? Charles and Camilla. Their combined score is 25, 24 and 1. Okay, Camilla is barely considered a royal family member, like Harry. Harry's almost about to be kicked out of the royal family. That's what this favorability says. William and Kate, their combined score is 65 and 62. That's 127 for William and Kate versus 25. That's 5 times higher favorability. So William and Kate are considered to be 5 times more the servants of the crown and the people than Charles and Camilla are. That's very interesting. And Harry and William's combined score is negative 25. So Charles and Camilla's combined score is 25, and Harry and Meghan are considered negative 25. That's interesting. They are not considered to serve the crown at all. And the last thing I want to show you is a YouGov poll finds the public is turned off by Harry's lectures. Harry's always lecturing everyone over unconscious bias and sexism and inclusion and all these woke topics, and people hate it. They feel that has nothing to do with the business of the crown or the royal family, and it doesn't promote the interests of the United Kingdom as a whole. You have to be a united people. You have to be a united people. And I wonder if Harry continues on this path, if people are going to start just simply believe that he is not a royal family member anymore, like they simply don't consider Meghan a royal family member. He's really just hanging on by a thread at this point.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm showing this graphic because I just find it so interesting. I mean, Harry and Camilla are just barely considered royal family members. You know, what would Diana's numbers be? Now, Diana was not a perfect person. She was very emotional, whatnot, and people point this out. But what would her favorability ratings be on this chart? You know, if she was alive, they would probably be right behind the Queen. Okay, she's someone who was legitimately a royal family member. She married Charles and she became a member of the royal family. Now, Camilla married Charles, but people don't really, they kind of just barely consider her a royal family member. And now Harry, who used to have very high marks as a royal family, he was right behind the Queen all along until he met Meghan. He's not considered someone who is royal anymore. And Charles is just someone, he's born a prince, he's lived his whole life as a prince, and that's his entire identity, which is why he gets this, in my mind, this 24 favorability. But he's not someone who, he's just like born a prince, and it's not like he is a servant of the people, whereas William and Kate are more like servants of the people. And Camilla, you know, likewise, is not really considered a servant of the people. Just very interesting. So let's take a look at, now William says he was quite sick. He not able to taste things. He lost his sense of smell and taste. That's not uncommon with a flu. I had the Wu flu. But I recovered, of course, and I had the 7-week hacking cough, which I started snorting distilled water. I snorted distilled water to get rid of that cough for about 3 months, and now I finally stopped. So the cough is what concerned me, that it just stayed in my lungs. But how sick was William? Let's just kind of look at that, because we don't know. They kept it all a secret. They kept it all behind closed doors. We did hear about Charles. We heard about the other guy, the politician guy. How sick was Charles? I'm sorry, how sick was William? Here's a 4 spades is the sickness card. How sick was William? Well, everything was affected, but he was under the doctor's care, reacting to the royal family. What do we have here? Came from outside, angel, and strength. He was very well taken care of. 22 and 29, 8 hearts, transformed everything. He doesn't look terribly sick to me. Here's broken chalice, so he was sick here. We have 2 sickness cards, 2 spades and 4 spades, and Mother Earth staying healthy. He was not terribly sick. He was a little bit sick. He was just a little bit sick. And, you know, by perspective, the Spanish flu, the flu named the Spanish flu, killed about 15% of the population. In America, with a population of 300 million, 320 million, that's 45 million. Okay, if the Wu flu was like the Spanish flu, there would be 45 million dead, okay, right now in the United States, and there would be over 1 billion dead worldwide. There's 200,000 succumbed to the Wu flu. 200,000 versus 45 million, just in the U.S. Okay, so it's quite a different bug than, you know, I mean, it's very communicable, but it's not, let's see. Did Kate and the kids get it? Let's look. Let's look at Kate and the kids. Because the kids are high risk. Kate is like William, unless she has lung issues, which I don't think she has no lung issues, as far as I know. So let's look at Kate and the kids. Did the kids get it? Because Charlotte, George, and Louis, these are the high risk people, and they're living in the house with William and Kate, and William got it, but he had a very mild case. Kate, and the kids. Did Kate and the kids get it? Well, here's the kids: Straight Razor, Vale, and Crossroads. 12, 13, 4 hearts. Yeah, they did get it. Okay, they did get it. They're just not telling us about it. But it's not terrible. Okay, it's not. This is not 10 spades. This is, they got it a little bit. And they kept it a secret from us as well. Did Kate get it? Kate's healthy, you know, good woman, good man. And Olive Tree is a great health card, 25, 31. Kate did not get it. The kids did get a little bit sick. Up here we have Executioner and Hand in Hand, 19, 5 clubs. So Executioner can be Doctor. This is more like Executioner. It's affecting everyone at the crossroads. It's kind of everywhere. You know, the Wu flu pandemic. It's a pandemic. It's everywhere. So the kids got it a little bit. Kate remained healthy. She was probably drinking a lot of orange juice. You know, and for myself, I rarely get sick anymore. And it didn't used to be like that. I mean, there was about 10 years I had cancer, and then there was about 10 years when I would catch a summer cold every year. So, you know, I was not in fantastic health. Now I'll go without getting sick 5 or 7 years without ever catching a cold. Let's look at this favorability. Is the UK, because Harry is at 1, just barely hanging on by his fingernails as a royal. If he continues shaming the people of the UK for unconscious bias and other woke issues, you know, lecturing people about pollution and the environment, and he's flying around on private planes all the time, is this number about to drop if he continues? If he continues for another year shaming the UK public on all the things that he's not doing, will this number drop negative within a year? On the surface, we have Cornerstone, Cross, and Diamond Ring. He is 6 and 7, 13, 4 hearts. He is very solidly considered a royal family member. Okay, he is permanently a royal family member, so maybe this won't drop below 1. Underneath, okay, things that come up, a specific instance can really hurt his... Okay, as things come up, Meghan is very reactive. We saw this in a previous reading, that Meghan, she doesn't like to plan a lot. She is very calculating, but she always reacts to everything. She's a reactor. She prefers to react rather than act on a situation. So if something comes up, you know, something is coming up, and like she tricked Harry into making statements against Donald Trump in the election, which is foreign interference in the election. That was very bad for Harry, and I'm sure that dropped his number, his popularity, his favorability rating. So if something comes up and he does something stupid again, that will really hurt him. Okay, big change working with Meghan. So Meghan is she's holding the keys. If he just keeps on this, he can only make it worse. It's not like he's making it better by doing any of this stuff. All of his woke sayings are just making it worse. and never better. He's not gaining the love of people. And when he leaves Meghan, okay, when Meghan and he separate, it's going to be less than 12 hours before Harry is canceled as a woke person. Okay, and what I'm saying is, within 12 hours of the announcement that Harry and Meghan have split, Harry is no longer going to be considered an ally of any of these woke people. It's going to be completely wiped away, no matter what he says before they split. Everything he's done is just going to be wiped away, and he's going to be considered the enemy of the woke any second. Just like Sean Connery just passed, and it just took hours for the wokerati to cancel him and to say what a terrible person he was and how bigoted he was. I mean, come on. He's Sean Connery. He's great. So I haven't even read the article yet, but I'm seeing it online already. Does the public feel that this new woke Harry is the real Harry, or that Harry is just being manipulated by Meghan? Because I certainly feel that he's being manipulated by Meghan. Is this new woke Harry the real Harry? Has there been any kind of change? Is this the new woke Harry? Is this new woke Harry? Is it the real Harry? Virtue signaling, good intentions, sweet face, and family. 8, 2 spades. 2 spades. No, it's all just virtue signaling and moralizing and pretending that they hold the higher ground. I find it very interesting that the people who preach for abortion pretend that they hold the higher moral ground. How interesting. I don't think you could get away with that 30 years ago, pretending that, abortion is the higher moral ground. But they do. And I even had a girl, I was in a master's program, and she said, abortion is a sacrament. Wow. And I don't know why I was thinking about that this morning, but... So, what do we have underneath? Transforming the words and actions on an ongoing basis, manifesting a new life. So, underneath, Harry is completely transformed. Okay, we have Magi and 8 hearts mirroring each other, and just, Magi can be a trickster. He's putting on this new persona, this new public persona. So people don't feel that it's him. They feel that this is just something that he's doing now. The real Harry is Harry, the royal family member, the party boy of the royal family. Okay, and they don't feel that this is really him anymore. All right, let's review here. What do we got? So, how sick was William? He was a little bit sick. I mean, he's actually showing very well here. It came from outside and it got him. And it got him a little sick and it affected everything. But they really handled it. It was very small. It was very small for William, this sickness. It didn't really knock him down. You know, like when it got me in February, I was sick for 3 days. Then I had the 7-week cough, but I mean, it didn't curtail my activities at all. And in fact, to get rid of that cough, I was running. I was walking every day and running, and I think that that's actually why I didn't get sicker, because I have good cardio health, good breathing health, and I was just out there running all the time, specifically to get rid of it. Okay, so, I mean, running really helps. If you're not a runner and then you start running after you get sick, I don't think that's going to work out very well. So you need to have decent cardio health, good lung capacity. Did Kate or the kids get sick? The kids did get a little sick. They kept it secret. I find it very interesting they're not revealing that at all. They're just revealing that William got sick, but they didn't reveal anything about Kate or the kids. This talks about how it's affecting everyone. The Wu flu is affecting everyone. Kate didn't get sick at all. She's sleeping in the bed with this man. And the kids are interacting with Kate and William all the time. How are they not going to get sick? Well, they got a little bit sick. Just a little bit. Okay, but it didn't knock them down. So, will if Harry keeps on, is this going to knock his rating down? Keeps on with the woke saying. He's very solidly a royal family member. He can only hurt himself by continuing. Okay, something else is going to crop up and it's going to hurt him. The last thing was, you know, pretending to get out the vote, but really just preaching against Trump and conservatism. And that really hurt Harry. Didn't hurt Meghan, really hurt Harry. Okay, and do they feel this is the real Harry? No, it's just a face he's putting on. It's a persona it's a public persona that he's doing now. And yeah, it's all because of Meghan. So, yep. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Many thanks to the very generous folks who bought me a cup of tea. It does look like I've got one day where the revenues are starting to tick up. So we'll just have to see. I want to see 3 days of, I want to see my revenue go back to normal. And that's definitely not happened. So 15 days of complete demonetization and 1 day of a slight uptick. Anyway, please like, share, subscribe, and comment.